I'm literally just starting. I'm turning it off because I'm ready to go now. Can I have the game, please? Please. Okay, hello Twilight, my last followers here. I hope you can give me that. Hear me okay, see me okay, you can hear me okay, you see it okay, and for goodness sake, give me that. I put you down for just a minute and you won't come here now? Ugh. My phone doesn't like me, apparently. Yeah, well, too bad. I need you, alright? I know I was literally playing a game on you for a while, but I need you for this. Look at anything really important now. I can't hear audio. Hey microphone, what you doing? Chilling apparently. Come back. No! Oh my gosh. Fix! Thanks! Okay, so far not good. Everything that can go wrong is at the moment. That's great. Well, I got everyone to level 10, although the wolf was one level higher, but I'm not too upset about that. So hopefully we can handle what's to come. So I'm supposed to be looking for the mayor, right? Yeah. Oh, and if you noticed, we have, like, not a lot of money. When I was killing the monsters, I did sell their materials for extra coin. But I stocked up on items and most of the food I need. So most of my money, that is where that went, yeah. Is this the mayor's? No? Oh.
I just don't get it.
Huh? What do you mean?
The wind isn't strong enough. There's no way a wind this weak could damage buildings like this.
Well, maybe some days the wind is stronger.
Like that, perhaps.
Wow, what was that?
Marta, look!
Huh?
Oh, not good.
Marta!
Well, she's very light.
Sorry. We'd better go find some shelter somewhere.
There's a cave-like area not far from here known as the Mural Cavern. If I may suggest, perhaps we should head there to avoid the wind.
Good call.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Wait! It's safer if we hold hands.
Huh. I did have 2 skits that appeared. I'm sorry you missed them. I kind of went on autopilot when I popped them. But it was more Marta annoying me, really, more than anything else. She was going on about Emil not changing his equipment for so long. It's like, dude, I don't have any other options than this at the moment. And her last comment was like, your stubbornness might be bad for when we're married one day. And I just rolled my eyes really big. The other skit was her being loyal to her equipment. Of course, she goes on about how she's loyal to him too, and I am rolling my eyes again.
Your hands are so warm, Emil.
You think so?
Two young hearts all aflutter. How sweet.
Flutter? Who says stuff like that anymore?
I do. You got a problem with that?
You're funny, Tenebrae.
Way to kill the moment, you two.
Meh. Seriously, if you had romance options, I so would not pick Marta. I gotta go all the way over here. It's a bit of a distance.
I think we'll be safe in here.
Come on. Thank you.
Yeah.
What's the matter? Your face is beet red.
Your hand.
Oh, do I have to let it go? Just kidding.
I wonder why the wind got so strong all of a sudden.
I believe it's linked to Lord Ratatosk's sleep.
Yeah, I know that's the root of the problem. I meant, why did the wind get so strong just now?
Perhaps it changes in a manner similar to you.
I know. I'm just a weak nobody without the help of Knight Ratatosk.
That's not true. You're strong, kind, and cool.
You didn't know
Really?
him before, okay. Whoa, hello, that was random. That came out of nowhere, hello. Thanks for the follow. That actually surprised me. I don't think anyone was in here.
Really? You're my prince, Emil.
Yes it is.
I wonder if she really believes all that.
Oh, she really believes all that, alright. She's weird.
I hate to interrupt this fascinating discussion, but the wind seems to have died down a bit.
Marta, you're cute, but your personality quirks bug me.
It did?
Why is my model being finicky again?
Yes, but now I hear voices. There seems to be some sort of commotion.
Oh, goody.
Let's go and have a look. It'll also give us a chance to ask about Lloyd.
Right.
There's gonna be some effing good stats on this thing. I mean, I won't say no to Dex. So that's actually pretty good if it does what I remember it does. Yeah. At the moment, I don't have a lot of moves I need, but I can always put it on this for now. Well, let me get that to 100, then we'll see. Alright, to business. Out of my way, please. Is this, what I think it is?
Damn, it's Alice.
Oh, yep.
Who?
A top officer in the Vanguard. We'd better hide.
I only just started, actually, so... Not much to say yet.
Oh, I'm so disappointed you still haven't found Coletti. Pooh, Alice is so tired.
She's something else.
Ma'am, if you'd just be a little more patient.
I just said that I'm tired. Now, you should know better than to... talk back to me. Mart slipped through our fingers and failed so spectacularly in Lewin. Must I do everything myself? Hockey, are you listening to me?
I apologize.
Hurry and find that pesky Coletti. I'll be at the mayor's house. Ta-ta!
I'll search the city's perimeter. While you do a thorough sweep of the city. The Chosen of Regeneration is a woman with blonde hair. Bring in anyone that fits that description. And do it quickly, or Lady Alice will have all of our heads. Now go!
For the liberation of Silverhunt!
So, that girl is a member of the Vanguard?
That's Alice, the captain of the Vanguard's combat unit. She's a complete sadist. Be careful around her.
But be careful? But why? What's that supposed to mean? Be careful.
Well, we won't be able to go to the mayor's house now.
All right. Then let's go look for the Chosen Colette.
Oh yeah, the Chosen and Lloyd traveled together, right?
Mm-hmm. If we can't find Lloyd, we might be able to ask about him. And maybe...
Maybe what?
Well, let's just look for the Chosen.
They said that the Chosen is a woman with blonde hair. Let's search the city for her. However, please remember to keep your distance from the Vanguard and stay out of their sight at all times.
Right. I agree. There's no point in getting caught up with them.
Alice just looks like this cute, innocent little thing, but she really is sadistic. Oh no.
Alice looks like a harmless girl, but she makes a powerful impression. Maybe scary is a better word.
Watch yourself around her. She's a sadist. Actually, a super sadist.
What's a sadist?
The term sadist is related to the concept of sadism. It is the deriving of pleasure by causing pain in others, physically or mentally.
Okay.
He still doesn't get it.
Exactly am I supposed to be careful around her?
Don't go near her. Don't speak to her. Don't respond if she speaks to you. And swear to love only me. Then you'll be fine.
What? What are you talking about?
Lady Marta's search for love is among the saddest I've seen.
Huh?
It's the saddest versus the sadist.
Ouch.
Ugh. Wasn't looking forward to that skit.
Why does Alice call Hawk Hockey? It's like she was making fun of him or something.
Actually, Alice only comes up with those little nicknames for people she likes.
So the fact that Alice calls you Mart Mart must mean she likes you a lot.
No, it's the opposite for girls. That nickname means I'm on her bad list.
This is confusing.
I hate to change the subject, but do I really come across like an old man?
Wow. You've been worrying about that this whole time?
Tenebray. Oh gosh, there's a lot of skits.
The Chosen is a woman with blonde hair. Where can she be?
She may be the Chosen, but she is still only human. Since I have not met her, sensing her will prove difficult.
I wonder what kind of person she is. Have you met her before?
I've never met the Chosen of Regeneration, and to tell you the truth, I really don't want to meet her now.
Oh,
Ugh.
sorry I asked.
Why are you apologizing?
Because Marta's scaring me.
Alright. The Vanguard does realize there's other women who have blonde hair, right? They should specifically look for someone who has got a Crucius Crystal. You're not going to see that easily on just anybody. It's not like she covers it up, so you can't miss it. It is this one, right? Yeah! Oh, hiccup. Yeah, okay.
So Lloyd hasn't stopped by here either.
She looks so pretty.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be of more help, Chosen One. Oh no, it's quite alright. Thank you.
Let me just,
You're the chosen of regeneration?
Chosen of regeneration. I have something to ask you.
Yes?
2 years ago, the world regeneration caused the separated worlds of Silverant and Tethaala to become one. And during that process, a giant, fearsome tree appeared in Palmacosta and destroyed the city. I was told it happened because you tried to run away from your task of world regeneration. Is that true?
Yes.
My mother was in Palmacosta when that giant tree attacked! You call yourself the Chosen? You're nothing more than a coward! How dare you! If you hadn't run away, my mother would still be alive today!
I'm so sorry.
Marta!
There's a lot of comments I can make right there. I'm gonna hold my tongue for now, though.
I'm worried about Lady Marta.
Well, the main thing I can say is no one has the full story as to what happened there, I don't think.
Yeah, she was really upset.
Lady Marta and her father wandered the world after the death of her mother and the loss of their hometown. It must have been hard for her.
Yeah.
Am I just supposed to go and find her now? Okay, yeah. There's really just a bunch of scenes and such.
Marta.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see me like that.
It's okay. When I saw Lloyd, I got so angry I could barely control myself.
You're not mad at the Chosen?
Hmm?
You were born in Palmacosta too, right? What were you doing when that monstrous giant tree attacked Palmacosta?
I wasn't in the city then.
Oh,
Yeah. I wasn't there.
I joined the Vanguard because I blamed the Chosen for destroying Palmacosta. But I do understand. I know that it must have been really hard for her to seal away the Desians and regenerate the world. I know that there's probably a good reason why what happened in Palmacosta was unavoidable.
Well, it probably could have been, but Kronos didn't talk fast enough, and we didn't give him a chance to talk. Perhaps if he'd had a chance, maybe we wouldn't have done what we did.
But she just admitted to the rumors she'd run away. I just can't forgive that.
And who started that rumor? Probably someone who was upset about what happened. That wouldn't shock me. It's easiest to blame someone. It's just easy to do that. Rather than try to figure out exactly what happened. Although from what I remember, I don't think anyone but the party from Game 1 has all the details. I don't really remember, but I don't think they told anyone the truth. And can you blame them? How do you tell an entirety of two worlds that have been formed into one that everything they've been made to believe for 4,000 some years was actually nothing more than a lie? Seriously. Would you want to do that? I wouldn't. I could be recalling wrong, but I don't think they told anyone what really happened.
Hey, you! You just said something about the Chosen.
Yeah, hi. We're just waltz up to us, why don't you?
Huh?
Are you new? Because otherwise you should recognize her.
We're the Vanguard, the Silveranti Liberation Front. A resistance movement dedicated to punishing the Tetha-Allans and the Church of Martel for persecuting Silveranti as if we were half-elves. We are currently looking for the Chosen of Regeneration, a Silveranti traitor who is sympathetic to the Tetha-Allan people.
That's what you decided, right?
If you have information about her whereabouts, tell us.
The Chosen left the city already.
What? Damn it!
Why did you say that?
The Vanguard has declared the Chosen a wanted traitor who pretended to save Silverant even as she betrayed it to Tetha-Alla.
Okay.
If they catch her, she may be executed for propaganda.
So what, they just decided that all on their own without any information or facts? Okay.
I didn't know the Vanguard was a group of such extremists.
Even though I can't forgive the Chosen, the Vanguard's latest actions are even harder to overlook.
Wait, you mean the Vanguard's different from what it used to be?
It's because Commander Brute has changed.
I hate to interrupt, but I think we should get going. With the Vanguard crawling all over the city, I hardly think it's prudent to dawdle.
Yeah, this place isn't really that big. And I neglected to mention it, but you should have already figured it out if you know crap all about Norse mythology. Asgard. That's the name of the city. Need I say more?
Right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to trouble you. Lloyd hasn't been around here, so maybe we should set out for Palmacosta next.
Yeah, good idea. Let's go.
Ow, my rib hurt. What just happened?
What's wrong?
I made a total fool of myself back there. I know the Chosen was responsible for saving the world, but I couldn't stop myself from yelling at her like that. I feel really stupid.
Well, you're kinder than I am.
Huh?
Even though he helped save the world, I could never forgive Lloyd for killing my parents. I didn't think you sounded foolish at all. Actually, I was impressed.
Thanks for being such a nice guy. You're strong, you're kind, you're the greatest. I love you so much!
What? She keeps raising my pedestal higher and higher.
Don't chuckle, you jerk! Help me! Tenebrae's never helpful in this regard either. Yeah, I think this is just a bunch of scenes. Nothing important's going on. Let me sip some of my juice here.
Hey, wait!
What?
You're the ones who were mean to the Chosen!
How'd you even see that unless you're peeping through a window?
Don't pretend you weren't! I saw you! You shoved the Chosen in Aisha's house! Why?
Why not? She deserved it. She let Palmacosta be destroyed in the name of world regeneration.
You don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about! Tell the Chosen you're sorry!
Hey, did you just hear something? It sounded like a monster's howl.
You stay out of this! Ah!
Well,
We have to help him!
Emil, you just got pushed by a kid. You're more of a twig than I am. And that says something. I am really weak physically. If I worked out some, it wouldn't be so bad, but Oh yes, loading screen.
Marta, over there!
How are you doing that? I couldn't have done that at your age. Why are you going out there? Let me do it. I'm heavier.
Why are you here? Did you come to laugh at me?
Why would she do that, kid?
Don't be ridiculous. And don't move. We're here to help.
That looks like it should so be breaking right now.
Ah! Emile! Tenebrae! Help!
Understood.
I'm scared, but I have to do it.
Oh, hello. Ah.
Not so fast, darlings.
Oh, you're that sadist.
I just face palmed really hard.
Hockey! Go get him! And look what we found while looking for Coletti! I'm so lucky!
Yeah, F you.
Dex might not like it, but I'll be taking Ratatosk's core.
Stop!
Well, aren't you a stubborn one?
Lady Alice, Commander Brute gave us explicit orders that Lady Marta was to be taken alive.
But it's not my fault that she fell to her death because of the wind. I'm sure the commander will understand that accidents can happen. I can't hold on anymore. Angel Feather!
The Chosen.
That angel strength is still there. Thank goodness.
Why did you save us? The Vanguard is after you. You're in danger.
I know, but I couldn't just leave you. Oh, I am so lucky! Now I can take out 2 little birdies with 1 stone! Hockey, Athos, Portos, take care of them!
Okay, this is why I leveled up to 10.
Let's have some fun!
We can have some more. Whoa, what just happened? I did not push that button. If I did, it was on accident.
Oh, healing power!
Someone stagger something, please? Thank you. Oh, cool. Does the demon even level up? I haven't noticed to do such even once, and wow, that's a ridiculous amount of grade. Seriously, you should have seen some of the grade I was getting while I was off-screen EXP grinding. It was ridiculous.
What are you all doing? You're so useless! Aramis, get us out of here!
Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Chosen one! Thank you!
Don't mention it. I'm just glad you weren't hurt. I know apologies can never make up for what happened, but I want you to know I'm truly sorry.
You have no idea what she went through! The Chosen was ready to give up her life to protect our world!
Quite literally.
My dad died in Palmacosta too, but it's not fair to blame the Chosen for that!
Marta, we should leave before the Vanguard comes back.
I'm sorry. I'd like to see the Chosen one more time.
Are you sure?
I still haven't thanked her for saving my life. I'm sorry, but I need to do this.
I haven't thanked her either. Let's go together.
Thank you.
She probably just went back to the lady's house, right? Since my demon just leveled up, let's,
The Chosen helped us, even though she knew it would get her into trouble. But then, Why did she try to run away from her responsibilities while regenerating the world? I just don't get it.
Yeah, come here. Thank you. I like this better, so give me that. Increase those stats a little. And no one else, huh? Okay. Oh, Mayor's house, okay. I suppose I would have figured that out eventually by trying all the bloody doors. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. When I played through this the first time, it was very easy to miss crap. This is a nice house.
Thank you for saving.
I didn't get to thank you either. Thank you for your help.
You came after me just to tell me that? I'm so happy. Please, call me Colette. And you are?
I'm Marta.
There goes the music.
I'm Emile.
Marta and Emile? Great. Now we can be friends.
She hasn't changed.
You're joking, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
Excuse me, Chosen One.
Oh, yes. Please leave the matter of the stone dais to me. I'll have a look right now.
Deus?
Oh, well, I'm sure you noticed how the wind in this town is strong, right? I was wondering if the stone dais might have something to do with it.
No.
A monster calling itself the Summoned Spirit of Wind appeared there in the past. The Chosen believes it might be connected with all the gusts we've been experiencing.
But if you stay here much longer, the Vanguard will come back for you.
Ever since the world regeneration, so many strange things are happening throughout the world. Since I'm the Chosen of regeneration, no, even if I wasn't, I still want to help in whatever way I can.
You're really amazing.
No, I'm not. You both tried to save that boy, right? It's the same thing.
We can't be friends, but I think I can help you.
Oh,
She saved my life, so I owe her.
Then I'll help too, since you're the first friend that I've ever had.
You can refuse us, but we're still going with you either way.
not at all. I'd love to have you come with me. Thank you, both of you.
So we're going to the Stone Dais then?
Why not?
That's right. Let's go.
She just has not changed at all. And here's why I get a little sad. You cannot level up these characters. And their stats don't move. It is basically pointless to have her in the party. I won't say she can't be helpful, but I think it's better if you just have your monsters in the party. Like, the game is designed so that you make friends with monsters and you level them up and make them strong. You can get the original party members in your party. Not hard to do, but after a certain point, they're going to become very useless because they do not level up. You can put their stats up if you get certain herbs, like in the first game, but you're going to be doing a lot of grinding to do that. So, frankly, I recommend just use the monsters.
Wow, you're really going all mushy over Colette.
Oh,
Not?
here we
Or
go.
two? It's like you can't relax. Look at you. You're fidgeting.
Lady Marta, please calm down. I believe Emile was nervous, but I don't think his heart is all aflutter.
What does all of flutter mean?
It's nothing.
Oh my gosh! You're blushing! You are such a jerk!
I'm cool. I am fine. Effing A. What, does Marta get like this with every female character we get for the party? I swear she does for the most part, and it's ridiculous. Whole other reason I don't like her right there. I've seen that in some movies and TV shows where someone's boyfriend, or spouse, or whatever gets all up in their grill if they're daring to hang out with somebody else. It's like, dude, I can have friends. If you're gonna be a problem, then maybe I shouldn't keep you around. Cause that's ridiculous. It's just a whole more of a reason for me to tell Marta to take a hike. Oh my gosh. She's ridiculous.
Nothing here looks out of the ordinary.
Maybe your summon spirit would be able to tell. Our summon spirit?
I believe she means me.
Well, she is an angel, so yeah, I guess she can see him.
Yes, you doggy. I'm talking about you.
I am neither a doggy nor a summoned spirit. I am Centurion Tenebrae. You may call me Tenebrae.
He does look like a dog wearing a suit. Seriously, you catch him at the right angle, it looks like he's wearing a suit.
Alright, Tenebrae. So, do you notice anything strange?
Colette never changed.
No, not especially. And my name isn't Tenebrae.
Colette doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah. Maybe it isn't related to the stone dais after all.
Oops. Miracle tripping us
What was that?
again.
A monster? But it disappeared.
Emile, above you!
Duck.
Yeah.
And for what my guide tells me, I can't fight this thing. I know how I can, and I'm growing to my teeth about it already.
Oh, healing power.
Ah.
Oh, healing power.
Yeah, we're not doing any damage, but this is scripted, so it doesn't matter if you could or
Oh,
not.
healing power. Oh, healing power. First aid. Oh, healing power.
Yeah, that's what the game talks about when something resets like that.
Oh, healing power.
It's over!
Heck, this won't even do anything, will it? Oh gosh, it took a minute.
Crescent dance. Oh, healing power. First aid. Oh, healing power.
Dude, this is annoying to an insane degree. I can't even hit it half the time.
Oh, healing power.
There, let the scripted event be done, please. Ugh.
What was that? Was that the summon spirit of Wynn the mayor was talking about?
No.
But the summon spirit we found here was a fake. And besides, we defeated it. Either way, it seems like that creature's responsible for these gusts. We've got to do something.
But our attacks just bounced off of it.
Let's look for a winged dragon.
Huh?
The winged dragon is the natural enemy of the Garuda, the bird monster we just encountered. The Garuda is protected by a special membrane, a barrier of sorts. The only thing that can pierce it is the claw of a winged dragon.
I might know where we can find one. I met a man in Haima who tames dragons. I can take us there.
Haima is where adventurers go, right? Is it safe?
Don't worry, they're all good people. Excuse me, Chosen One? Please, call me Colette. Colette, thank you. You saved us from that flying creature on the stone dais.
Completely by accident, her miracle tripping saved the day.
Oh, no. I just tripped. You're really strange, Colette. Really?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. All right, let's go to Haima.
Okay. Girls are strange.
At the very least, Marta is. Although Colette's not someone you can really hate, not when you start talking to her for a long period of time.
Colette, can I ask you something?
Of
Oh,
course.
here we effing go.
What is it?
Just be honest. How do you feel about Emil?
Well, let's see. He's very kind, very warm-hearted.
Do you like him?
Sure.
Well, I'm not giving up. I won't lose. Not to you, not to anybody.
Right. Good luck, I guess.
If you heard that smack, that was me face palming, because I knew it was coming.
Say, Doggy.
I believe I said my name was Tenebrae.
Oh, you don't like me calling you that?
No, it's just that my name is...
I've got it. I'll call you Mr. Doggy. How does Mr. Doggy sound?
I am Tenebrae.
Oh, in that case, I'll have to settle for Tenebrae.
That's it. My reputation as a centurion is done for.
Sorry.
Colette just collapsed. Are you alright?
What? Oh, I'm fine.
What's so funny, Tenebrae?
Collapsing Colette. You can be quite comical when you try, Emil.
Oh, you're right. That must explain why I trip so much. Centurions are smart.
You flatter me.
Those two are going to drive me insane.
Colette is ditzy enough that that works. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go save after all that chaos. Shall we? And this is about to get much worse for me. The video title is as it is for a reason, or stream, not video. I'm about to be very sad. Okay. Bob. I feel like watching that. Lots of monsters here.
Yikes! It's filled with monsters!
It wasn't like this the last time I came here. I wonder what happened to everyone in town. Maybe it's because of the world regeneration. We have to do something.
Let's just look for that dragon tamer for now.
Well, if you find any monsters here you want to pick up, go ahead. I picked up one.
Wow, there's so many monsters here. It's creepy.
Is this also because of the Centurion's core?
No, I doubt that is the only cause. Like the situation at Lewin, unless a core is nearby. Monsters should not attack a human settlement in great numbers.
Then what could it be?
It's fate, but I sense the aura of the demonic realm. Maybe this area is connected to demons in some way.
Demons?
Before Lord Ratatosk descended to this world, it was joined to Nibelheim, the demonic realm. Eventually, a door was created, and the path between the worlds was sealed. But some traces of demons still remain in this world.
Yes, I think I've seen some evidence of that.
Then should we try and do something about it?
No. The demons in this realm will probably be subdued to some degree once Lord Ratatosk awakens. We should concentrate on what we came here to do.
That's a relief. I was afraid you were gonna say we had to wipe out the demons ourselves.
Agreed, I would not want to do that. No, but anyway, I did pick up one monster while I was grinding. It was just a little leaf plant thing. I figured, why the F not? And how are you safe right here? Okay, hi. I don't think you really have anything new, do you? Not really. Nope. Nah. Ah. Well, I was doing okay avoiding them until that moment. Derpy derp. I might have overdone it on grinding because I'm destroying these things. Better than being too weak though.
That's it?
Especially when I get further in the game. That's gonna be really important that I'm the proper level. Learned my lesson from before, Taikyo. Okay, oh wait a minute. There should be a Wonder Chef here. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. F, I touched it.
Say your prayers.
Okay, let's try not to run into everybody and their mother here. Would he just be chilling in the kitchen? Apparently, yes. Ha! There we go, found him. Wow, that was easy. Okay, don't get close to me. I hate everything right now, don't get too close to me.
The man with the dragons was right around here last time.
Whoa, this place is crawling with monsters too.
I wonder what happened to the dragon tamer. I hope he's okay. I think we need to worry about ourselves right now.
Not to say.
Here he comes!
Da da da. I totally expected it to try and hit me immediately.
Demon Fang!
Crescent Dance!
Won't work! Demon Fang!
Way back to my TP. I double click the button. That I do long after you move.
It's over!
Ding. There we go. Aw, so close to trying, but not quite. Well, if you can get out of my way, please, thanks.
Oh, healing power.
Strike! Move!
A lot of HP, sir. There we go.
Of course I won!
Stronger manuscript.
Looks like there aren't any dragons left here. Maybe they flew away.
Or maybe they got eaten by all these monsters.
I can hear it.
Hear what?
A dragon. Flying. I don't hear anything.
They're so cute.
Look!
A winged dragon.
So cute.
She's thanking us for avenging him.
Avenging who?
Are you saying that the dragon tamer is dead?
No, apparently the tamer was able to get away safely. It seems that she's thanking us for avenging the death of her father, who was eaten by those monsters we just fought.
Poor thing.
She says that she would like to repay us. Even a young winged dragon would be effective against the Garuda. How should we proceed?
I'm not comfortable asking her to fight in battle, but if she's okay with it...
She's agreed to help us.
Alright, fair enough.
Great! Thank you, little one.
So cute.
All right, let's go back to Asgard. This place gives me the creeps.
Can we please not go back there? I know what I have to do now, and I don't want to do it. I'm not good at this type of thing. I hate.
The baby dragon is so adorable. Her eyes are so big and round. I wonder if you were even cuter when you were young, Doggy.
I am not a puppy. However, I may not look it now, but during my childhood, the monsters in my neighborhood often discussed my level of cuteness.
He's so
As a
BSing.
button, I believe, was the consensus.
See? I knew it.
Do Centurions even have childhoods?
Or do monsters have neighborhoods for that matter?
Forgive me. I was just jealous of the baby dragon getting all the attention.
BSing through his teeth. Aw, come on. Come back.
Emil, can I ask you a question?
Oh
You
no.
sound serious. What is it?
Answer truthfully. Who do you like more, me or Colette?
What are you talking about?
Just answer.
Well, that is... Tenebrae, what should I say?
You mean to say you like me best of all? I must admit I'm stunned.
That's not fair, Tenebrae. I won't let you steal him from me.
Tenebrae, you...
This is starting to get old.
The lack of assist right there made me sad. Wow. Thanks, Tenebrae. You're a real pal. Alright, I gotta go move the motion bar. I'm about to be very sad. I hate this part. But I've only ever done it once and I still hate it.
Before we go to the stone dais, I have a proposal.
I have the world's biggest sad at the moment. Tenebrae.
Oh? Well, what is it, Doggy?
I am a Centurion. Centurion Tenebrae.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, Tenebrae.
Our winged friend is still too young and weak to deliver much damage if we attack the Garuda head-on.
Then what should we do?
We could use a decoy to lure out the Garuda and distract it, then have the dragon strike it from behind.
Decoy? Who's gonna do that? I'm not really up to...
I'll do it. Colette, you're too clumsy. I'll do it. I'm not clumsy, and I'm pretty tough.
You are clumsy.
I'll do it. No, I'll do it.
Enough! I'll do it! I can't let a girl be a decoy and hide.
Emil, that may not be a good idea.
I really don't want to, but there's no other choice.
No.
You do that for me? Thank you. You really are my prince.
Marta, please.
I know you can do it. Just believe in yourself.
How come they don't fight when I volunteer?
All right then. Emil, please get on the stone dais to draw out the Garuda. Make sure to give us some sort of signal when we should make our move.
Okay, let's go to the stone dais.
I'm gonna fail this a couple times, by the way. I am so unhappy right now. I kind of almost didn't stream this because I knew I had to do this bit. But once it's done and out of the way, I don't have to worry about it again. Now we're gonna be fighting this thing, so make sure we're at the fullest of everything here. Alright. This is going to suck. I've never mentioned a lot about this game, and I know I mentioned a lot about it after I played it the first time, but I really hate this moment. I'm not even sure this is properly set. I think it's okay. Okay, now let the fun begin. I hate this.
There it is. I have the signal.
I hate everything right now. You have no idea. Wait. Yeah? Where's it gonna be? In the red? Am I good back here? Oh crap, no I'm not. No! I was trying to keep track of the meter. I didn't care about the items. I was also watching for the effing wind.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Emil, what are you doing?
I effed up, okay?
It's not his fault. He's just a really... Oh.
I know they're not trying.
Okay, I didn't need that from Marta. I felt like she was patronizing me. Yes, I know what the word means. Hush. Oh, I hate this minigame. Crumbs. No! Effing bird thing. Hello? What the heck? What just happened? I was waving the Wiimote!
Emil.
All of you shut up. I don't need it. Don't pick on me. I really do need a caramel cake now, and that's what that is down there, by the way. It's caramel cake. I hate this. Oh crap, that's gonna hit me. No! Why couldn't we do this some other way? Was there really no other option? What, did I just pick up a chest? I can't right now, F's sake! No, stupid thing!
Emil, what are you doing?
Worst time to get interrupted. I already wasn't really in the mood to do this, and now I'm even less in the mood to do it. All you hush. Really don't like this. I'm more angry than sad now. What? Oh, chest. No, no. Help! After that appeared just as I got there. Ah! Dude! It's not moving fast enough. I'm pointing at the sensor bar. Ugh.
Emil, what are you doing?
Can you stop, Tenebrae? Your judgmental tone is bothering me, okay? I hate this part. But I've only ever played this game one other time before, and I hate this effing part. My mortal enemy in a game is timing and precision, which is basically two of these things with what this minigame effing is. Also, hi, sup. I don't mind the other minigame where you have to use the motion control. That one's not so bad. What the? I was shaking it! What is this BS-ery? Am I doing something wrong?
Emil.
Shut up. Does it depend on where I'm standing? He's not doing anything. Ugh. And I just moved the sensor and it still did that. What am I doing that's wrong? Serious effingly. Yes, yes, yes. All you were gonna harass me. I can't do it right now. Doesn't work right now. I really don't care about the treasure chests. The amount that I don't care about those would astonish you. He's not doing anything. I'm shaking the stupid thing and he's not doing anything. And you can see the cursor on the screen moving.
Emil.
And he's not doing anything. No. At least none that are lit. I have a wax warmer. I don't have an actual candle. There's a wax warmer up there though, but it's not turned on. Okay, you stupid piece of absolute trash.
Emil, what are you doing?
Brenda's gonna get up and go over here and try it this way. I am now standing up in front of the motion bar. I can swear. Sure, I'll grab it. It's right next to me. If this could activate like a little sooner, that'd be awesome. Why isn't he doing anything? I feel like the game is picking on me too. I played it once and I never played it again after beating it the first time. This is literally my second run. I'm not the biggest fan of this game. I'll play it, but it's not highly enjoyable. And I can easily say I'd rather be playing Bloodborne trying to fight Marta Logarius, and I hate that boss. F you! Double finger F you stupid effing bird! I'm gonna pluck you and roast you over a spit!
Tenebrae, call the winged dragon!
F you effing stupid bird!
Go, my minion. Strike.
I'm gonna pluck off your wings, I'm gonna yank your beak off, I'm gonna shove them all down your throat! I hate flying enemies, and I hate the stupid minigame.
The Garuda's barrier has disappeared. Now's your chance.
I swear, if my party dies in this fight, I am going to quit. And then who knows when I'll play this again when that happens. I hate flying enemies. Quit jumping around the battle stage! Oh my gosh, I hate things that fly when they're enemies. I hate you! Oh my gosh. F stinking sake. This is ridiculous.
Oh, healing power.
F this effing bird thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my effing gosh. You suck.
Oh, healing power.
That would happen. Ow. Dude, why do you hate me so much? Did you just turn off my arts? It turned off my arts. And now it just killed me.
Come on.
Get me up. Oh my god.
It's over!
Oh, healing power.
Won't work!
It is intently targeting me.
Won't work!
Good.
No, I did that on the wrong person. Don't give it to me again. Gosh dang it, this is hard to control.
That can't be good.
Doesn't help that he jumps around all over the place. I hate flying enemies.
This is more fun.
I would rather fight Rathalos right now in Monster Hunter World than do this.
Don't strain yourself.
Don't rely on items.
You're so cheap.
No, 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 no. Burn it! Kill it with fire! Thank you and good night, you effing annoying feathered thing.
Did it? Now I'll give you the kiss I promised.
Oh, I sort of need to hear this ending battle quote. Stupid effing bird thing.
That was such a dangerous enemy, but your timing was great. You're my hero.
Marta. Just now.
Good job. Now the strong gusts should die down.
It was nothing.
Though it's rather strange, the Garuda is not aggressive by nature. I thought it would flee once its protective membrane was damaged.
Yeah, thanks.
Wait, something's coming.
More. Okay. As long as I have to do the minigame again, I don't care.
What happened?
I thought we defeated it.
One moment. The young dragon is saying something. She feels like the stone dais is calling to her.
What does that mean?
It appears something inside the stone dais is drawing monsters to it. Perhaps the reason I can't perceive it myself is because it's targeting monsters of elements other than my own.
Inside the stone dais? But it just looks like a normal platform to me. Aisha's brother knows a lot about the stone dais. Let's ask him about it. Good idea. Let's go.
Those two have really hit it off, huh?
It seems that amidst all the frenzy, Lady Marta has completely forgotten her animosity. A rather fortunate development.
Yeah, yay, goody.
Yeah, definitely. What happened in Palmacosta was terrible, but Colette herself is a good person.
If you think I'm not gonna save after that, there's something wrong with you.
You've been here before, right?
Yes. I visited this place numerous times during the journey of world regeneration. We had an incident with a monster called Windmaster who was posing as the summoned spirit of wind.
Do you think any monsters will show up now?
Oh, don't worry, we defeated Windmaster.
Oh, okay.
Are you frightened, Emile?
Not a chance. He just can't help but feel sorry for his opponents, no matter what they might be. You were thinking it'd be better for the monsters if you didn't have to fight them, right? You're so sweet, Emile.
Yeah. Should I say something? She read into that way too much.
Marta, I don't have the patience to deal with you. Oh, I'm not doing that again anytime soon. Precision and timing. Two things I hate in a game. Okay, actually, let's rest first. We just got destroyed with a stupid winged enemy. Really effing flame. I can't even talk now. I hate flying enemies. I loathe them. Get out my way. How many more life bottles? I knew I should have played Banished. I knew I should have played Banished. But did I do it? No. I decided to do this despite the fact I knew what was waiting for me.
Chosen One!
Liner, it's been a while.
I heard you were investigating those strong winds. Between that and the incident 2 years ago, I'm afraid we've caused you nothing but trouble.
What happened?
I was offered up as a sacrifice to the fake summoned spirit of wind, but the Chosen saved me.
Oh yeah, the mayor mentioned that.
That certainly brings back memories. If Lloyd hadn't disarmed that breaker...
And that teacher kicked us around. Hey, how's Lloyd doing these days? I heard some ugly rumors, but I'm sure they're just misunderstandings.
Don't bring that up right now.
Lloyd.
We haven't been able to track him down, but Lloyd wouldn't do anything bad.
That's a lie! Lloyd killed my parents!
Emil.
Hey, let's just take it easy now.
So was there something you needed?
Ah, yes. I wanted to ask you about the stone dais. You see...
Inside the stone dais would mean underneath it. Our studies have led us to believe some sort of facility lies below.
Liner, what if we perform the maiden ritual?
The maiden ritual calls on the summoned spirit of wind, right?
It is said that the ritual signifies the opening of a door. I'll perform it.
It's too dangerous. There are flying monsters around there.
Then I'll do it. Don't worry, I can take care of myself. Please, show us how the ritual is performed.
Marta.
Chosen One, Emil, please wait for us at the inn. Liner and Harley, you two will need to leave as well.
To fight the bloody bird again.
Emil, can I ask you something?
What is it? Is it about Lloyd?
Are you some sort of maniac, too?
Okay.
I mean, when you get into battle, you become a totally different person.
Far as I remember, this was the only area in the game I hated when I first played it. There's some other spots I'm gonna be a little finicky and annoyed with, but they won't make me that mad. In fact, we're not even done with the anger in this place yet. But everything else shouldn't be as terrible. Hopefully. I can't exactly remember. I only played through this one time, and that was many months ago.
I have a friend who's really into old ruins, and she's the same way. People call her a maniac.
Actually, if I think about it, it's been a year. Yeah, 'cause I started playing this the first time around December. I know because that was when the whole family got COVID. Took me a little while to beat it, but it's probably been close to a year or a year since I played it last.
According to Tenebrae, it's because Ratatosk's power has taken hold of me.
What's Ratatosk?
Oh, alright. Tenebrae, can you help me out here?
I'm surprised she hasn't asked about it before. Well, shall we tell her the story of our journey?
Yeah.
Then we'll talk at the inn, since it's rather long.
If I could stick out my tongue, I would be. LF.
So, Colette, just what does going into ruin mode involve?
Well, let's see. Oh, it's the Asgard ruins! Emil, state the historical background of this ruin. When Cleo III held a ritual to offer a sacrifice to the summoned spirit of wind to quell a storm that had ravaged his kingdom for a week, he did it here! Ugh! Have you learned anything at all these past 5 years? I'd say that about sums it up.
That was sort of terrifying.
Really? It's actually quite fun. I can't wait for you to see the real thing.
I always found that amusing myself. I like the game enough that I'm okay to replay it. I just won't replay it often. If I really hated the game, I would have took it to a pawn shop or brought it to GameStop. I don't hate it, but I also don't like it that much either. If there's one game I own that I can say that's probably getting close to that point, is Thief. I've never, ever successfully beaten that again. I beat it once, and then I never played through it fully again. It's because of two locations. One of them is because I don't do well with first-person horror game type of situation, and that's basically what the area was. And then the last level of the whole game, oh my gosh, it is stupid dark and I can't see crap all. I did not like that. It was impossible to move around without getting caught. But I've never beat that game again. This game probably be fine. I'll be willing to play it over a couple of times.
It all began with the withering of the giant Carlon tree.
I just won't do it often.
Lord Ratatosk was the guardian of the otherworldly gate, which connected worlds through the giant Carlon tree. So he was the guardian of the giant tree as well.
Lore references to the world tree in Norse mythology, Yggdrasil.
He employed centurions to distribute mana and maintain the balance of the giant tree and the world by using monsters. Until the ancient war caused the giant tree to wilt.
The way I heard it, the giant tree dried up during the ancient war, causing mana to run out.
I don't mind horror games, I've just never actually really played them. I have been trying it a little bit with Fatal Frame. For the most part, those aren't first person. They only become that way after you lift up the camera to defend yourself from ghosty goos. I think the technical first horror game I ever tried to play was Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I got to the wine cellar and I basically said F that. I already knew how the game worked, I knew where most of the scares were, I knew how you activated monsters, etc. I've seen a lot of YouTube playthroughs. My brother ended up playing it and I peeked over his shoulder. Helped him out when he needed it. I swear, this guy had the luck of the effing devil. It was ridiculous. When he should have had a monster appear, it didn't show up. And when he shouldn't, there it was. In the one place he definitely should have gotten hit at least one time, he gets through without even one time seeing the monster. I could not believe it. Yeah, I think that one level in Thief was my proper first horror game experience, and I did not enjoy that. Amnesia was attempted, but didn't get close to beating. As for Fatal Frame, I'm still working on that. I'm trying to figure out some kinks with technical difficulties before I try to play it. I gotta say, Fatal Frame isn't hard to... It's hard to find copies of Fatal Frame that are in English and aren't obscenely price tagged. It's ridiculous, in fact. Especially Fatal Frame 2 Wii Edition. That's ridiculously hard to find.
That almost destroyed the world, so Mythos the hero borrowed the goddess Martel's power to split the world into two.
Right. Mythos did that to protect the world.
Yeah, so they definitely never told anyone what really happened, but again, I understand why.
But then, after many years passed, he learned that a new mana-bearing tree would be born. And then, well, a lot of things happened, but eventually a new world tree was born and the worlds became one again. That was the world regeneration.
I'll probably one day stream Fatal Frame, but the last time I tried to do it, I had a lot of technical problems. So I'm trying to figure out how to fix that before I do it, because I'd like to ideally play them in order. If I can't, I do have Made in Black Water on my Steam. I could always just do Fatal Frame 5, because that's all I really can do easily. Effing technical problems, man. Yes. I mean, there's emulators, but I don't always hear good things about emulators. Not to mention, I don't really know how to use them. I mean, my brother looked into it for me. I barely know how it works though. And unfortunately my brother's not here right now. But yeah, something I'm working on.
In the time between the withering of the first tree and the birth of the new one, Lord Ratatosk, along with the 8 Centurions, became dormant. Now that the world had regenerated, it was finally time for us to awaken.
I mean, if you want to help me get to actually being able to stream and record Fatal Frame, well, actually you can't do that. I'm not affiliate. I don't know how to set things up on my Throne account, so... I was gonna say if you felt like you could donate like $1. But can't really do that since I'm not affiliate or anything, and nothing is like that is set up on my Throne. So, ain't gonna happen, I guess. It's like the only time I'd ever probably ask a viewer for money is if there was something they wanted me to play, but I'm not having an easy time getting a hold of the bloody game. So money's a huge problem for me in that regard. I don't have easy access to money. I'm working on it, but it's gonna take a bit.
However, a faction within the Vanguard planned to abuse Lord Ratatosk's power.
Oh, hey, Marta.
To prevent that from happening, I ran away with Ratatosk's core.
Marta.
You were explaining everything to Colette?
Yeah. Was that a bad idea?
No, it's okay. I mean, I still blame Colette for my mother's death. But now I know she's not a bad person. Marta.
Allow me to continue. In order to wake Lord Ratatosk from his slumber...
I see. So you're looking for the Centurion's cores in order to wake Mr. Ratatosk. So Ratatosk's not a maniac after all.
A maniac?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just don't touch that, Marta.
So what do you think Ratatosk will do when he wakes up?
He'll put a stop to all the strange weather we've been having and restore the balance of mana.
Right. But the world tree we have right now already has Goddess Martel.
Oh, the tree Ratatosk protected is gone now.
Couldn't he protect it together with the goddess?
Good point. They could both work together to protect it.
Why not, yeah?
Lady Marta, is the ritual ready?
I'm all set. Ready to go whenever.
Okay, let's head back to the stone dais then.
Okay.
Okay. That sounded so cute for some reason. Okay, my guide actually recommends that you play as Marta for this bit. I tried to do it with Emil and, well, I did okay. Didn't exactly have fun doing it though. And if I just hang back and focus on healing, that's probably easier for me. Though that stupid thing moves fast. Alright, let's go. I just want things in Asgard mostly taken care of. I might do some more EXP grinding, mind you. Oh, F.
First like that, then like this.
Hey, Marta, about the ritual?
Don't talk to me right now, I'll forget it.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... Don't hate me or anything, okay?
No,
Lady Marta, how are the preparations for the ritual?
I think I forgot how to do it.
I diss her for that, but my memory is trash. I'd probably forget too, despite how simple it looks. I would forget. My memory is that bad. Okay. Maybe when I'm done here, I'll try messing with Throne again.
Here it comes. This time we should be okay.
No, no,
Tenebrae,
no.
call the winged dragon.
Go, my minion. Strike.
I was worried it was gonna make me do it. Again.
The Garuda's barrier has disappeared. Now's your chance.
Oh really? You don't mind watching that? I've always found it boring, so I don't make people watch me do it. But okay, I can keep the stream going when I do that. Okay. I'm just gonna hang back, let them do everything. Just focus on healing.
Damn it! Demon Fang!
Unless it does that, of
Healing
course.
power.
Hurry it up.
Oh, healing power.
Dang, it really hits hard.
You okay?
And repetitively at that.
First
Hurry
aid.
up!
Oh, healing power.
Don't come near me.
First aid. Oh, healing power. First aid.
I'm more willing to allow the monsters to go down than a mill.
First aid.
Dang! This is giving me flashbacks of when I fought that one enemy. Could not hurt the dude even when I hit level 50.
Oh, healing power. I'm sorry.
It was such an annoying battle. Is level 10 not good
Oh,
enough?
healing power. First aid. Oh, healing power. You okay?
Somehow.
Son of an actual.
Sorry.
She's not casting fast enough. Do I have any... No, I don't really have anything for that. I suppose so. I usually just watch YouTube or Twitch.
Oh, healing power. First aid.
You know, the AI is supposed to be better than me at playing.
First aid.
I'm running out of TP here. Heck, Emil's already out of TP. Someone kill it, it's almost dead. Get back here. You're dead no matter what. F you!
There's no enemy before love.
So you lose if there's no love?
Yes, so please tell me you love me.
We can lose next time.
Emil.
I'm with him. F that. If you couldn't tell, I'm not the biggest fan of Marta. Okay, I'm
Lady
probably
Marta,
gonna
hurry
do
and
this.
perform the ritual before another one comes.
Right.
And my leg hurts, I need to adjust how I'm sitting. But this is a good time. Ow. Yeah, I don't make it a big secret that I don't like Marta. She doesn't make it easy for me to like her either. I mean, when my first stream, I compared her to some characters in a manga I like to read. She's not as bad as either of those female characters, mind you, but Marta irritates me nevertheless. She gets a little better, but not by much. If something popped, that might have been the
So that's the maiden
controllers
ritual.
hitting the desk. Well, table, it's not really a desk. Which I probably should contemplate whether or not I want to have a proper setup. I'm not sure though.
Our friend performed the ritual the last time I was here.
Friend. One of Lloyd's friends.
And ta-da!
This didn't appear the last time.
Ratatosk's core on Marta's forehead glowed. Maybe that has something to do with it.
A Centurion's core must be somewhere nearby if Ratatosk's core reacted in such a way. It seems the combination of the ritual and the core had an effect on the stone dais.
Whatever. If we can snag a Centurion's core while we're in there, all the better.
You sound like you're going to rob the place.
I mean, kind of are.
She does, doesn't she?
Okay, I'm not gonna go in there right now.
So,
Hang on.
what did you think of my performance?
Oh, here we go.
Well, it was the first ritual I've ever seen, so I can't really say.
No, I mean, you're supposed to say I looked cute or that I was mesmerizing, even if you don't really mean it. Never mind.
I'm sorry. It was really cute. And mesmerizing, too.
Emil.
Yes, that sounded quite sincere.
Forget it. I didn't really want a compliment from you anyway.
Emil's not even thinking about girls yet in that manner. He's more focused on just having friends, finally. And she just keeps clinging and clinging and throwing herself at him, and it's just like, I'm grinding my teeth.
You look relieved.
Well, I'm through performing that silly ritual. I've never been good at memorizing little details like that.
But you did manage to remember it.
Yeah, but now I've forgotten it.
Already?
I can't diss her because my memory's trash. We should have had Colette do it. At least she wouldn't have forgotten it within 10 seconds. And really, I could have her in the party, but I don't know if I want to. I might toss the demon out of my party because it doesn't seem like he's doing anything. That, and he doesn't seem to have leveled up the way the wolf did. Once a monster hits level 10, they should get the option to evolve, and the demon didn't get that. Which has me vaguely concerned. So what I think I'm gonna do is go over here. Looks like one too. I'm not gonna play with the recipes till I have one of them. Dang, still? The rest of you guys just ain't hungry. Party. Sir, I'm sorry, but F off. There. That's the one I picked up off screen while grinding. I grabbed him for kicks and giggles. I didn't really care. Wow, that's a lot of EXP. Here. Hey, look at that. He's level 12. Okay, I like rice balls. That's fine. Here you go. And you lose dex when you eat that. Okay. Hang on. He didn't, I'll get into a couple fights with him. But if the plant doesn't evolve, I either have to get it to level 20, which I think the demon has to hit level 20, for him to evolve. And that doesn't please me. Okay, I might have to use my guide a bit when we go in here. I'll solve the puzzles and everything. That way I don't have to worry about it. And then I'll probably start grinding. I want to be ready for when I go certain places. Well, how far should I take it in that case? Oh, Colette's level 10, so I think that's at least the level you should be when you start going through here. Give me more dex. I don't really have the magical attacks at the moment, so meh. Does Marta have anything? No, still just former Vanguard. Alright, let's go in here. See if I can figure out the puzzles on my own. I just used the guide non-stop last time I played this.
I sense a Centurion's core here. It seems to be the Centurion Ventus.
They all have element names, I love it.
Great! If you can sense Ventus, it must mean Lloyd hasn't gotten it yet.
Lloyd? Why would Lloyd come here?
Oh, right. We still haven't told you about the attack on Lewin.
But what do you mean? I've been trying to find Lloyd. Please, tell me.
I'd imagine all his friends are losing their minds over what they're hearing about him.
Okay, here's what happened.
So Lloyd is actually going around collecting Centurion's cores?
Colette, Lloyd was your friend, right? You really haven't heard anything from him?
No. And now you're saying that Lloyd attacked you both and ordered the Church of Martel to strike Lewin. I can't believe this.
We wouldn't lie about this, Colette.
Yes, I know that. That's why it's so unbelievable.
Thinking about it now won't resolve anything.
Ooh, I hear an owl outside.
Right now, we are here to stop the terrible winds in town.
And get Ventus's core if we can, right?
Exactly.
Colette, if you still can't believe us...
No, it's not that. It's just... I want to believe the two of you and Lloyd as well. But maybe Tenebre's right. What we need to do now is search this place and help the townspeople. We'll have plenty of time to think about what's going on with Lloyd once we're done with this.
Colette, you really believe us? Even though Lloyd is your friend?
Well, both of you are my friends too. I believe my friends.
You don't mind being my friend?
Why would I? I'm your friend because I like both of you.
Thank you. I made another friend. I can't believe it.
Hey, I never said you were my friend.
Oh, that's right, but that's okay. I still think of you as my friend.
Just accept that Marta, she did the same thing with Sheena.
Perhaps this would be a good time to ask that you start calling me by my actual name.
Hey, she did a second ago. Didn't you hear? Okay, let the fun effing begin. Oh, here we
Do you
go.
really hate being called Doggy that much?
Hate might be too strong a word. I simply feel it gives the wrong impression.
And Teneby's no good either. Well, how about Tenby?
What about Tenny? Or maybe Trey?
I vote for Bray Bray.
That's cute.
Yeah, I like it.
In that case, let's just stick with Teneby.
Okay, that wasn't actually that funny, but his reaction instantly to that last nickname was perfect. Oh yeah, the owl's not quite that loud, and the microphone's not close to the window. So it's no wonder you can't hear it. Bray Bray. I didn't like that nickname either. It was cute, but it doesn't suit him.
No, it's not that. I promised myself I'd save thinking about Lloyd until after all this is sorted out.
I don't think you'd need to be so strict about it.
I'm sorry.
By the way, Colette, if Lloyd is that important to you, does that mean the two of you are...
Oh,
No,
she does
it's
this
not like
constantly.
that. Really,
Please,
it's not.
Marta.
But how could Colette possibly like someone like Lloyd?
Why do you sound so heartbroken?
Oh, please!
You know what? Well, I do love you, but I hate you.
I guess being a target of affection is difficult.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
I hate it when any any character in anything effing does that. Marta's known him, what, technically all of, what, 2-3 days? And she's already saying, I love you? F&A, woman! You don't even know anything about him! Gosh, that irritates me. To love someone, you have to know them. Nothing's happening with this. F. Okay, I figured something was gonna be there, but I was also hoping there wouldn't be. Oh, I'm still not. Oh, that's fine. I prefer playing her anyway. She's easier to control. Ow! It's like, Marta's ridiculous with this whole thing now. I mean, one of the first skits with her is like going on about how Mamiya was too embarrassed to take her home to announce their official coupling. It's like, dude, did you even talk to him about this? No, you're just making the decision all on your effing own. I am not impressed. I am just not impressed. Just poke it with the sorcerer's ring and be fine. It's simple. Okay, before I do that. Is this not cloth? Okay, I guess it's not. Thought it was. Can I blow this down? I was kidding. Alright. Is there anything in here that even gives me a hint as to what's going on? F off! Don't touch me. I couldn't even see you. That wasn't fair.
Let's do this!
Demon Fang!
That was easy.
Guess we're getting better EXP in this location. It wasn't fun getting up to level 10, let me tell you. Do I need to use the Sorcerer's Ring on you by chance? No? I don't see anything that's giving me a hint as to what I'm supposed to be doing here. Or was it further ahead in here and I just went past it like a dip? Well, the bells are pretty obvious. Yeah, that just goes out. So maybe there's something on the bells? Oh! Okay. I'm not even looking at the guide, by the way. It occurred to me. And I remembered from the guide however long ago it was I played this last. Okay. That should be what I need to do. Let's go. Don't touch me. I'll rip your slime body apart. Don't think I won't. I'll do it. Okay. There was another door, though. Truth from the two gates are seen. Truth is far and deep. Okay. Let's look around. Ugh. Ow! Okay, cutscene.
We're below the stone dais, right? It's so strange, going underneath ruins only to find more ruins.
It looks similar.
Similar to what?
When I was on the journey of world regeneration, I went to a place called the Balacroft Mausoleum.
I gotta say, it's weird that no one's managed to clear up some of that by now. It's been 1 to 2 years since that. People have had plenty of time to start clearing that up so you can get in again.
These ruins remind me of it.
I wonder if they're related. Maybe we should go and have a look around.
Lady Marta, I admire your curiosity, but I think we should stick to the task at hand.
Tenebrae, sometimes you're just no fun at all.
Yeah, he's pretty stuffy.
Are you saying that I am a stick in the mud?
Here we go.
Don't worry, Tenebrae, you don't have any mud on you.
I love her, but she's such a ditch sometimes.
So, where is the Balacroft Mausoleum?
If memory serves, it should be on an island to the northeast of this town.
But isn't it strange how two places so far apart would be so similar?
When the worlds of Tetha Alla and Silverant were divided, the mausoleum was located just outside of Asgard.
Actually, even before the world was split in two, a large kingdom existed where we now stand. The similarities in style between the two locations demonstrate just how vast that ancient kingdom truly was.
So this place might be connected to the Balacroft Mausoleum somehow.
It is certainly possible.
Why not?
Am I really that much of a stick in the mud?
I can't believe he's still thinking about that.
I honestly don't see any mud on you. But what's wrong with mud anyway? Everyone gets a little dirty now and again.
I don't think he meant that sort of mud.
Well then, what sort of mud did he mean?
Figuratively.
No, listen. There was never any mud to begin with.
Oh, so it was more of a muck. Or maybe a slime?
So now I'm slimy.
I have to say, I prefer mud to slime myself. It's easier to clean.
Well, it would depend on where the slime came from.
Yeah, think about your fur. Slime would stick to it, while mud would just wash off.
Emil, you're getting swept into the...
Anyone, please, make it stop!
Have I said I love Colette? Because I really do. Oh crap! GTFO quick. Okay, what'd this say? Truth is always far and steep. I'd go with the one at the far right then, if that's the case. Oh shoot, you're still there? I love Colette, dude. She's so much fun. Poke. Let's see if this is any good. I'm not checking my guide here, by the way. I'm just kind of doing. I am being followed by a weird lizard thing. Oh, I hit them both with that. Well, you're doomed. Yep. You just got air comboed. You don't pick up any money from the regular enemies. That's kind of meh. Alright. Oh wait, isn't there a very annoying puzzle in here at some point? Oh, hi. You didn't see me. But these go the same way. The F? Right. Doesn't make any sense. Yes, they do. Hey, Sage. lagging a little behind on that regard. Is there anything else chilling around? Aha. Far and steep. It wouldn't just be the same way every time, would it? Well, if I start going the same direction, I'll know.
Die, scum!
Ow!
I can't move.
If anything like the first spot, this might not mean anything. Excuse me, Emil, I got this.
You're too weak.
Come on, she's going through a stinking TP. This is why I'm always careful. Dude? And he's even on moderation, and he's still creaming through it. Aha! What? Okay, that's what I thought. I do have Tales of Arise on my Steam wish list, though I have no idea when I'm gonna get around to buying it. Getting games costs money that I don't necessarily have. Okay, seriously, does this even matter which way I pick? It's all gonna lead me the same way. Right?
Let's do this. This is the end.
Figured you were gonna take a punch. Da-da-da. Well, I see something red and glowing. Place something. Okay, you can stay there for a second. I don't want to go to the core, though. Wait. Crumbs! Okay, it does matter. Alright. I was afraid of that. Looks like we need the handy guide, because I didn't understand the riddle, like, at all. Far and steep, so I just figured that meant the far off end every time. So that's what I did! Except in the last one. I think I did something different on the last one. Okay, so the first door was okay. I knew it was gonna matter. It's like a labyrinth that way, except you can actually get through this one.
We're gonna win!
An actual labyrinth? Oh, you're SOL if you're in one of those suckers.
First aid!
So labyrinth is never ending. When video games call a place a labyrinth, and you can get through it, that's not how a labyrinth is actually supposed to work. No, I'm good. Labyrinth is never ending and you can't escape the bloody thing. Or at the very least, it's a giant maze which you have very little hope of getting through. Okay, so to the far right. Down left, this door. Up.
Say your prayers.
I might have just read the guide wrong. Prepare to laugh at me if I got this wrong. Dude, F you! Stop it! Someone prevent me from getting hit at all angles, please! Gosh, that was rude.
They were nothing.
This was the place we found the weird item, right? There's an open chest there. Yes? Personal family stuff that you didn't need to hear. Okay, so the right, far right door? This is the only other door, so I'm guessing this one?
Say your prayers.
No. Oh gosh, I'm glad I was blocking. That would hurt. Big time that would have hurt.
Healing power.
Either way, I'm a little hurty regardless.
First aid.
Demon Fang!
Someone killed that already. Good word.
It's over!
Ooh, there we go. Ah, so close to 30. Sadness. I got a massive amount of EXP from that. I'm worried I read my guide wrong here. Eh, boy. Okay. Okay. I can only go left. Isn't this where we came to before? Is this really different?
Say your prayers.
Whoa, okay, there's different enemies. So there's that. And it's kind of tanky.
I can't move. Won't work.
Emil? Help?
Oh, healing power. I'm sorry.
Crap.
Won't work!
Oh, healing power.
Heal up, heal up.
First aid.
Crud.
Oh, healing power.
There you go, there you go. was tanky as all crap. Hey, level up. Hey, Savage Reaper. Okay, I do believe that was correct. Since we're in a new location now. Oh, hi, crap.
Die, scum!
Calm down, Emil. You need a Snickers bar. Ow!
Oh, healing power.
Oh, that's no point on. It's dead. Yeah. Yay! Okay, we have enough money. I'm willing to risk doing this a little. No! Ugh, I knew it. I'm not even gonna try to figure this out. I hate everything right now. Meh. Hungry again. I'm really thirsty too. I should get more water. Maybe take a bathroom break. I've been going for 2 hours. Guys are kind of squishy. I mean, I'm not complaining, mind you, but it's a little pathetic. Can you guys stop shoving me in the background? I'm a girl, I'm not a fragile little flower. For goodness sake. Did the camera angle just change? Huh. Let's run around a little bit. Oh. Yes.
They keep on coming, which means we have to keep on fighting.
Emil, I'm counting on you.
I'll do my best.
But there sure are a lot of monsters here. You think it's because of Ventus's core?
Oh yeah, Centurions in the core state can't control their powers, so they can attract monsters without meaning to.
Correct. I suspect the Garuda we encountered on the stone dais was drawn by Ventus's powers.
Ooh, goody.
But once Marta hatches the core, Ventus would wake up and all of that would stop, right?
Exactly.
It's scary, but I'll do my best. Courage is the magic that turns dreams into reality.
What's that? Is that a Centurion oath?
Oh, no. It's just sort of a mantra of mine.
It has a nice ring to it.
You want me to add? Come on, you're a man. Speak up. Too?
Hey, don't be a jerk.
I face palmed if you heard that.
What's the story behind, come on, you're a man, speak up?
Well, I'm not very manly to begin with. So when I hesitate or have trouble making up my mind, it's something Marta says to encourage me.
Emil, you're not supposed to tell other people about that.
But it's true.
Why not?
That's enough.
What did I say?
Never mind. Just try and be more like I imagine you to be, okay?
You and your imaginary boyfriend can take a hike, woman.
Okay, it's finally ready.
Wow, it's so cute.
I thought I'd make a fruitcake. There's also a fruit salad, some fruit juice, and...
Do you have anything with a little more substance?
Oh, sorry. What would you like?
I don't know, maybe a steak or something?
Okay, leave it to me. 1 apple steak coming right up.
On second thought, this would be fine.
How do you even plan on doing that, Colette? Unless she can get a hold of some giant apple and cut it up in the shape of a steak. I don't see how she's gonna do that. Oh shoot! Crumbs, no! I knew that was coming in the skit, and I was just like, no, no. And the second I heard it, I couldn't help it. I had to face palm. Okay, again, you're all shoving me in the background. Can you stop? I am not a fragile little flower. Looks like the plant thing is sad. Yeah, I'm not good at directions, so that's why I can't do this one. When I play games and it tells me to go east, I check and see if it has a compass. If it doesn't, I have to look it up. I know what the directions are supposed to be, mind you, but I'm actually not good at figuring out the proper directions if I'm not facing the right way. Which, by the way, means my sense of direction is absolute garbage. Oh yeah, I picked that up somewhere, didn't I? Okay, how do I do this? Oh, this? Okay, this. Using my guide, because I can't do this for crap. If it was designed a little differently, I might be able to figure it out, but directional things, not my type of puzzle. There's actually a lot of puzzles I'm good at. Some of them I'm crap at, depending on what they are. And I hate those types of puzzles because of it. Okay, north, north, west. But I'm usually pretty okay at puzzles. And we have to go all the way over there. Alright, that's fine. I'm not sure it's gonna stay there or not, so that's why we're going over there right now and getting it. It'll probably stay, but let's just be careful, yeah? Shoot. Crumbs! That was close. He wanted a piece of Marta. I don't think she's interested, Mr. Ghost Sword. Don't do it. Don't do it. Those are highly optional items to pick up, but whatever, we're picking them up anyway! East, southeast. East. Hop. Alright. Is that connected right here? Yes. Give me the save. F's sake. Oh, another flying enemy's coming up. Effing fantastic. I'm taking my break before I do that. I think loneliness should be the least of your worries. You don't like anything but the rice ball. That's fine. I like rice too, despite the fact its numbers are high. Well, if you count carbs, anyway. A lot of things I look up, people prefer to count their calories. It's kind of a tricky area for me. Oh, okay. Here, you like grill the best, so here you go. This works for me because I like wolves in real life. I think they're interesting. Party. I don't really feel the need to change this. Quest? Okay, didn't think so. Okay, so the next room should be The Bloody Centurion Coal. Now, I'm a little worried if I leave this place, I have to do all the puzzles again. Tales of Symphonia 1 did that. At least until you killed the boss in the area. So, I'm a little concerned. So, I'm gonna leave this save right there, and we're gonna head out. Just to test it. And if the stinking puzzles reset, I am going to cry so hard. Because I don't want to have to run through here again. Are you kidding me? It was just close enough to me that that happened. Are you for reals? Hey, my HP and stuff reset. Well, the game does say the save points do that now and again, so... I hardly ever notice it when it happens.
You're too weak.
4.18 grade. The amount of grade they give you is nuts. It's like they felt bad for making it crappy in game 1. It was stupid hard to get grade in that. If you're patient, there's an easy grind method, but a lot of people aren't patient. I did it. Took me a while, but I did it. I still have to work on my New Game Plus file, honestly, but I did do it. Don't save, don't do it. There'd be a monster right there. Be nice to me. I just need to test it. If it's fine, then I'll probably do some grinding after I take a bit of a break anyway. But I just have to test it. If it's a jerk to me, then I'm just gonna reload the save. I'll make us last as long as we can in here before we have to leave. This door is still closed, by the way. This one up here. Wait, what if it's like Skyrim and it's way out, like a shortcut? Well, if that's the case, I don't mind. I hate you.
We're gonna win!
Speaking of, I still gotta update my Skyrim stream for YouTube. It's just, my PC has parts so old that the last time I tried to stream Skyrim, it had so many lag problems, I gave up. No! F this thing. You know what? You're an extinct creature in our world, so you can become extinct here too. It looks like a dodo, okay? I just want to see if the puzzles reset, man. Let me have this. Well, this is still open. Mine crashes a lot too. But the main problem I was having that time was the lag. Okay, so that puzzle reset. That sucks. I was afraid of that. Okay, so if we have to leave, I'll have to scroll up on my guide to know where we're going. And I'm gonna black screen the phone for a minute and plug it in, because its battery's going. I've only ever had the battery die once, and that's because I was reading The Witcher for too long. It's a fascinating book series, so I keep reading it over and over again. I'm still debating whether I'm not going to try to do streams or playthroughs of the games. I just don't know. The Witcher 1 is boring, man. Witcher 2 seems tactical, which is definitely not my thing. I'm unfortunately a Gryffindor in that regard with games. I just rush in and kill everything. I don't think about it, I just do it. Witcher 2 doesn't work that way. Okay, so I just plugged in the phone then. I do believe I'm going to take a break for a little bit, so I sentence you all to my BRB screen. Don't worry, it's not that boring, but you'll probably get sick of watching it if it's up for too long. So, I will take a break real quick, bathroom, get food and drink, enjoy the BRB screen.
Creator of Theopolis, you have transgressed against your God and your fellow man. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins: unlawful avarice, 2 counts of grand larceny of church property, 7 counts of grand larceny of private property. 9 counts of extortion through threat of mortal harm. 4 counts.
Okay, that person probably deserved getting sent here.
Pecuniary sloth. Being unwilling to obtain an occupation of value to society. Enticing citizens into conduct of a wanton and depraved nature. Civil envy. 2 counts of blackmailing a church official. 8 counts of attempting to corrupt a member of the Ebony Legion. 2 counts of inciting the public to riotous behavior. Unlawful vanity. 18 counts of verbal abuse of a church official. 27 counts of verbal abuse of an officer of the Ebony Legion. 8 counts of publicly promoting unlawful and lecherous practices.
Oh my god!
Narcotic gluttony. 13 counts of supplying narcotic substances. 4 counts of cultivating narcotic substances. 1 count of public obscenity whilst under the influence of narcotic substances. Pecuniary lust.
It just keeps going!
2 counts of directing an establishment of ill repute. 6 counts of prostitution involving unholy and degrading acts.
What?
Mercantile wrath. 11 counts of common homicide for pecuniary gain. 4 counts of homicide of an officer of the Ebony Legion for pecuniary gain. 2 counts of episcopicide for pecuniary gain. 1 count of matricide for pecuniary gain. God has charged me with your redemption.
Dude! I think that person deserved to get sent here. Yeah, you creeping around like a freak. Okay. These are not my favorite types of puzzles. But you can see what you need to do. So you two will move on. Am I moving 2 statues no matter what I do here? Okay, they all move if I use it. Yeah. I did not. Okay. I was just trying to figure out how the statues moved first. Then I was gonna play with the puzzle. I BS'd my way through the puzzle thing again. That's funny. Ah, crap. Someone break it? Tell me someone broke it. You got rejected! He tried to fly and one of them snapped him out of the air. I didn't see who did that, but that was amazing.
Oh my! I hope that dragon takes you all to Sovereign Guard!
Oh, I wish someone could highlight that for me.
You, come on! Into the kill this
I was handball.
with me, prisoner. Let's go!
Wow. I knew it. Oh! Can someone clip that? If anyone's even still watching. That was effing awesome! Oh my goodness! If anything, I can highlight it. That was around the 6-hour mark. Get wrecked! I'm not even annoyed anymore. That was beautiful. Do it again.
Isn't he hot?
What time did that happen at? 3, 9, 40 or so? Somewhere in the 3-hour area. Ow! That hurt. Okay.
It's nice to meet you all.
I wasn't expecting that.
No need to be formal with me, though. I'm just here to counsel anyone who's interested.
I almost face death on accident because I was laughing so hard. You are a little clumsy. Wow. Oh! What? Is anyone in here who can clip that? Can somebody clip that, please? I mean, I can find it later to highlight it, but if someone could clip that for me, I'd be really grateful. Oh, wow. I've seen that happen to people in shrines before, but never had it happen to me. I did not know that was going to happen. Wow. Yuri, turn the F around! Gosh, they're darting all around me. This is not good. Ah! That was gonna happen eventually. At least I could laugh about it.
Why do the locals persecute non-humans?
Why the pricks going cunts? It's the natural order of things. Humans have always hated dwarves and elves. Not for me to know why.
I'm not sure I understand.
Then ponder it on your own. Or discuss it with that maggot Brog. I don't talk to strangers about these things.
Fine.
Yes.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. That was so blunt. I loved it. Don't do breakdance! Oh, he's stunned. I need to remember to highlight that. That was awesome. Hey! No, I'm so afraid. Ouch. Crap. If you die, you're gonna F me over, dude. Don't get too close to it. She says that she accepted it. Ready? Oh! Please? Oh, I swear if it doesn't work. Oh! 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 Oh!
Don't run! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Stop!
I was just warming up.
I got to 80 hit points.
Cretan of Theopolis, you have transgressed against your God and your fellow men. You have been a willing vessel for the following sins: unlawful avarice, 2 counts of grand larceny of church property, 7 counts of grand larceny of private property, 9 counts of extortion through threat of mortal harm, 4 counts.
Okay, that person probably deserved getting sent here.
Pecuniary sloth, being unwilling to obtain an occupation of value to society, enticing citizens into conduct of a wanton and depraved nature, civil envy, 2 counts of blackmailing a church official, 8 counts of attempting to corrupt a member of the Ebony Legion, 2 counts of inciting the public to riotous behavior, unlawful vanity, 18 counts of verbal abuse of a church official, 27 counts of verbal abuse of an officer of the Ebony Legion, 8 counts of publicly promoting unlawful and lecherous practices.
Oh my god!
Narcotic gluttony. 13 counts of supplying narcotic substances. 4 counts of cultivating narcotic substances. 1 count of public obscenity whilst under the influence of narcotic substances. Pecuniary lust.
It just keeps going!
2 counts of directing an establishment of ill repute. 6 counts of prostitution involving unholy and degrading acts.
What?
Mercantile wrath. 11 counts of common homicide for pecuniary gain. 4 counts of homicide of an officer of the Ebony Legion for pecuniary gain. 2 counts of episcopicide for pecuniary gain. 1 count of matricide for pecuniary gain. God has charged me with your redemption.
Dude! I think that person deserved to get sent here. Yeah, you creeping around me like a freak. Okay. These are not my favorite types of puzzles. But you can see what you need to do. So you two will move on. I'm moving 2 statues no matter what I do here. Okay, they all move if I use it. Yeah. I did not. Okay. I was just trying to figure out how the statues moved first. Then I was gonna play with the puzzle. I BS'd my way through the puzzle thing again. That's funny. Ah, crap. Someone break it? Tell me someone broke it. Yeah, got rejected! He tried to fly and one of them snapped him out of the air. I didn't see who did that, but that was amazing. Forgot to get the drink. Had to get up again and go grab that. It's just some water, really. I mean, clearly the juice wasn't easing my thirst, so good old water should do the trick, eh? Alright, now, here's the thing. I'm not sure how long I should grind the XP for here. Like, what level do I want to be? It's like, I'm pretty sure I know where we're headed after this. Yeah, thank you. I should go up at least a little higher, I think. Because when I get to that location, I want to be able to pick up a monster there. I can't do that if I'm too high a level. It would be incredibly difficult. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, that's what I'm forgetting. I have notes for this. So I know what I'm doing with my skills. And I didn't open that. Not that file, you dumb. That's for TOS 1. Just open the wrong bloody thing. Shoo. You're not the file I wanted. Go away! Close! Oh my gosh, close! F's sake. Switch around so I can play with this. Again, I can't do this perfectly the way I want to because he hasn't unlocked all his moves yet. Okay, so maybe just get to level 13? I mean, the monsters are already there. It's hilarious they level up faster than I do. Alright, we can do that. Just stay in this room. There are monsters in here, right? I remembered there being at least one. There he is.
Say your prayers.
Why aren't you on this? Okay, I'll switch targets, I guess. Might as well.
That was too easy.
Got a little bit of extra EXP. If you can get extra, you know? Eh, boy.
Scum!
Hi, random sneeze. Another one of those manuscripts. Well, given how kind of limited I am in here, couldn't I actually... Yeah, I'm level 12 now. Shouldn't it be fine? Yeah, okay, you know what? We're gonna go get the core. Let's get the core. Hi, door. Oh, right. It's never that easy, is it? bombs! Ah, flee! Oh, of course.
Die, scum!
Calm down. Mm-hmm. I was wondering. Okay. Yeah, I was not putting my back to you, pal.
I guess you want to die.
Ravaging tiger! Ravaging tiger!
What the heck just happened?
You're so amazing!
Shut up. That was nothing.
Oh, finally. So that means the demon could probably level up too. Demon. Level up? No. Change class. No!
I guess you want to die.
I repeat, I missed the holy bottles. A lot of times I end up getting in combat and I don't want to is amazing. I was gonna heal, but
That was easy.
enemies were almost dead. Okay. So let's figure out where we're going before I push the button again. Okay. Sure. Come off it, mate.
I guess you want to die.
I don't have the patience for this right now. Why'd I just switch targets out of nowhere? Dude, you're almost dead. Just go down.
That was easy.
Respawned awfully quick. Come on. Yes. There.
What's that?
It's Ventus's core.
Oh.
That's the fake Sylph.
Didn't you all defeat it last time?
No, that is Ventus.
What do you mean? So it's not the fake Sylph?
Its form may be different, but its aura most certainly belongs to Ventus.
What should we do? With that thing there, we can't get anywhere near the Centurion's core.
we'll have to retrieve it by force. There is no other choice.
Yay.
Again? I sometimes wish Ratatusk would just possess me all the time so I wouldn't be afraid.
No. You are not allowed to cast anything. I will not let you. No. Heal. Dude! Camille almost get destroyed. No. Oh. Ow! Dang it. Oh, I was definitely afraid of that.
Be grateful.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. You're a hindrance. Get out of here. Okay. Are you serious? Wow. Okay. That thing means business. Maybe I guess I should level up a little bit before fighting it. Wow. That thing hurts, and I wasn't doing a lot of damage either. Alright. Well, now that I'm aware. It's like, where do all the monsters go as soon as you want to fight them? They F off somewhere. Horribleness.
You're too weak.
They are all blocking me. I can't hit anything. I don't want to leave this little spot here. Aha.
Die, scum!
Calm down.
Savage Reaper! Damn it!
I can't lose.
Well, I could potentially get this. Don't know though.
You're too weak.
I don't know. 50-50 chance, I guess. Hey, look at that. Now, what are you? You're water type. Okay. That's actually good for when I head to that one area. Now, I only have a crap ton of these. There, that way at least you won't die immediately when I bring you into battle. Well,
We're gonna win.
Healing power.
Emil.
First aid. I can't.
Yeah, well, F you too, little thing. It teleported. Okay. Ow, my finger.
They were nothing.
Pain. Ugh.
Say your
Oh, you're dead. Yep.
You're too weak.
Alright, you leveled up again. You know, that being the case, there's a very convenient cats right here. Sure. I don't see the harm in it. You don't like anything I have to offer. Well, I guess you don't get to eat that. I'm gonna put you away. I'm gonna toss you as well. Bring him back. See what happens when he levels up to 14. Colette, I love you, but unfortunately you're not very helpful right now. Dun, 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 dun. Up.
We're gonna win!
Demon Fang!
Your blocking's not helping you, pal.
You're too weak.
It's just like on movies and TV shows where you see people shooting at something and it just keeps coming. It's like, stop shooting it because it's clearly not working. Your man's intellect is square. Calm down, Emil. Everything's okay. I handle TP usage so much better than the AI does. Gosh, it's ridiculous almost. There's only the two monsters in here? Maybe.
We're gonna win!
Full healing power.
I'm going to heal myself.
First aid!
Ow! Okay, that was funny timing on my part. You just got wrecked by a wolf, Mr. Rock Construct. I'm sure everyone else is entertained watching me do this, but I'm not. I find this so boring, dude. There's a reason I watch YouTube while I grind. Ow! I really wish they didn't get rid of the stun charms, too. Ah.
You're too weak.
Possibly can. me pick that up. We'll see if I keep that. That. Okay, unfortunately, I'm just really not in the mood to do this. It's my OCD, don't mind me. Okay. I'm actually feeling really tired too, so I'll just do a short version of the usual ending spiel. Thank you for coming in and watching. If you want to support, follow and share. I have a linked YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and share to that. My Discord channel is available to join. You can know when I'm uploading and streaming, and a variety of other things there. I also have Twitter. I let people know when I'm uploading something and when I'm about to start streaming. I have a Throne account, which is a safe place people can send gifts to their streamers. I don't expect anyone to ever do anything with this, but it's there. That all said and done, again, thank you for coming in and watching. I hope you had fun with this and you enjoyed it. I did, despite the beginning. That was annoying. Fortunately, I am really tired right now, so I think I'm just going to call it. So I'll see you all in the next stream. Bye. I'm glad. Bye-bye.